Yo. Okay. What do we have here? What do we have here? Right. So if I start. So why isn't it fitting? All right. Okay, it's gone live. We are live. Now, I can't stay on long because I don't have a plan with StreamYard. The reason I don't have a plan with StreamYard them is damn teeth. StreamYard. Big up StreamYard, yeah? But I took a plan out with StreamYard last year. Let me get my mic because I think I'm a bit distant. Okay. Now I took out a plan with StreamYard. It was £300+ and you can live stream until your heart's content with that. It's not the top plan. But what they did, what really upset me, yeah, is I'm looking at my bank statement online. And I said, hold on. There's a whole load of money just gone missing out of my account. I'm going to try to figure it out, right? And I said, okay. They've got a roll-on system, right? So rather than my year run out and I go apply for it, they just automatically operate the roll-on system, right? Automatically roll on the roll-on system, yeah? And they take the 300 and odd pound out of my account. And I told them, that's wrong, son. That's wrong. If you want me to use your streaming app, right, give me the option whether I want to renew the roll-on or not. So I've demanded a refund. So I'm back on the free usage thing now. So I can't stay that long. So I'm looking for another streaming platform. Or I might even go back there, but I'm not into people just taking money like that and thinking it's cool. I forgot basically that my year was coming up, to be honest. You know what I mean? I should have probably looked about that, but I didn't. So if anyone has any ideas on some streaming platforms that can do what StreamYard do, maybe even better, maybe more competitive prices, let me know. Let me know. What's up, Lennox? Let's read Lennox's tweet. He said, this is for the Bivol win and for boxing. Firmly believe he was robbed in the first fight. Me too. I believe so. And I'm glad that he got to be undisputed. You want me also to put this towards another StreamYard subscription? Beats boxing channel on YouTube, bar none. Man, Lennox, appreciate that super chat. It's very generous. It's very generous. Much appreciated. Big yourself up. Yeah, man, Bivol. Just superlative boxing, wasn't it? Like, you know what I mean? You look at Bivol, it's just poetry in motion, man. Poetry in motion. The balance, the accuracy of punch, the dexterity, it's all good. It was really good. It really was good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Arthur looked very human in there. He looked very human. He looked very human. He knew he was beaten. There's some people who think Arthur won that fight. I don't know what they're watching. I try and figure out what they're watching. When they say that Arthur won that second fight, what are you watching? And I'm not saying that disrespectfully. But what are you watching? What is it you are seeing that leads you to believe that Artur Beterbiev won that fight? In the pocket, Bivol seemed to get the better of it. He had the better hand speed. His punches were moving Artur back. They were moving him. I'm not saying they were hurting him, but they were moving him. He was getting moved. There was a period where it looked like Artur was threatening to overwhelm Bivol with the pressure. There was a period, but it didn't get there. The bottom line is it didn't get there. He didn't get there. But I have the highest regard for Artur Beterbiev in saying that. But Bivol is just that dude. Big up Victor Barder. My highlights. He says, "Can I join you?" No. But you can listen. You can listen. I tell you what, man. What is Bivol going to do next? Are they talking about Michael Effiet next for Bivol? He's not going to be up for that. How's he going to get up for that fight there? The rubber match. I don't think the rubber match is necessary. Not yet, anyway. I don't think the rubber match should be the next thing. See, they're ordering the Beterbiev, but Beterbiev said that Turkey has got to talk to Al Heyman about me. So, like, this is why people don't like the PBC fighters. This is why they don't like them. Yeah? This is why a lot of people just don't like the PBC. Yeah? Right, let's read some of these articles. Just check some of these articles out. Marker, no, I'm not using Marker. I'll go boxing scene. You know what I mean? Look at him. David Beterbiev. Because you know you can't beat him. You can't beat him. You struggle with Morrell's skill set. Yeah? Anyhow, Morrell had more fights and a little more seasoning with a hardcore trainer, right? Who forced him to go through fire. The only reason Morrell didn't beat Beterbiev is because he wasn't prepared to walk through the fire. He wasn't prepared to walk through it. That's the only thing that stopped him beating Beterbiev. The sanctioning body says it won't make Beterbiev wait for his chance. The other sanctioning bodies may play into consideration. He was talking about you got to talk to Al Heyman. What the fuck does he have to talk to Al Heyman? You've been mandated to fight. You fight or you don't fight. There's no need for Turkey to talk to anybody. You know what I mean? So it could be Michael Effiet or Smith. Yeah, listen, Bivol, go fight Callum Smith or Effiet. Listen, Leave David Benavidez alone. Leave them PVC boys alone. They don't want to be disturbed. Yeah? Let them stay where they are. And you get in you stay doing what you're doing, making money and defending your title. Your titles. How are you going to make demands at the undisputed champion that Turkey has to do what? No, he doesn't have to do that, bro. Bivol has fought on at least three Saudi cards. He don't have to do anything. You're not no A side. These PBC guys are always coming over. We're the A side. You've got to do. No. Stay over there. Go fight Tank. Stay over where you are. It's a joke. Absolute joke. That you would make such demands on Dimitri Bivol. Let me get some water, people. Must be a joke, man. Another person who's really getting annoying is Chris Eubank. And this worship he's getting because of what he did to Conor Benn. You threw an egg, you put an egg in his head, now you're walking around like you're some bad man. And like, because I pointed out he isn't a bad man, they're saying I'm saying something bad against him. I'm not a bad man. Most men ain't bad man, right? Chris grew up in Rainbow, in a rainbow town, yeah? Chris grew up in a rainbow town. He's not no hood booger. You know what I mean? He ducked Shiraz, Adames, and Kunalai, Golovkin, and Canelo. Yeah? And this is the guy you want to big up because Conor Benn is the enemy. Stop it, man. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You know what I mean? And even if he beats Conor, what does that mean? Like, he's got it. Listen, if he beats Conor, he gets a great payday. But it doesn't make him an elite fighter. You know what I mean? It doesn't make Conor an elite fighter if he beats Chris. Then it says Benavidez doesn't want the fight. I agree. Big up Dr. Woodcock. Victor Barlow. Bivol is exceptional. Yeah, big up Bivol, man. Big up Bivol. These guys trying to duck the fight. See, Beterbiev didn't duck. I mean, at least when Beterbiev got the opportunity, he took the opportunity. Craig Richards, he didn't duck it. You know who ducked it? Right? And that's what you see when I fell out of favor with Joshua Buatsi? When you duck the Bivol. When you duck the Bivol smoke 2023. I said, no. I'm not with that. I'm not with that. You had a title shot. Matchroom done their job. Everyone was coming down on Eddie. But they did their job. And when I put this, you're Eddie Hearn fan, but I'm not a fanboy. He did his job. He got his fighter a title shot. Why did you not take your title shot? Well, look what Callum did to him. Callum made him, made him look domestic level. Like I heard that in the yard talking about, we can still fight. No one cares about that fight. No one cares about Anthony Yarde versus Joshua Buatsi right now, right? No one cares about that fight. Callum Smith is now the #1 light heavyweight in Britain. Challenge me. Anthony Yarde should be calling out Callum Smith. That's who you should fight. But I think didn't Beterbiev said he wants to fight Callum. That's a good fight. Callum calls the shot. You guys don't call the shots now. You don't call the shots. Callum calls the shots. It's a joke. They've got such high self-esteem. Yeah, you know, like, we're going to take 20 years to fight each other, and the world is still going to want to see the fight. Move on. You guys should have made that fight a long time ago. Come on. Dr. Rudolph, big up Victor and Lennox. Yeah, man. Alexander, big up Beats. I agree with your video. I don't think Chris is the full ticket right now. Strange behavior. I tell you what. What I'm surprised at is all these media outlets who are claiming that they're covering real boxing. They cannot see how that kid has changed so much. He's changed. And he's not acting how he was acting when he was rolling with his dad. Yeah? He's changed. No one picked it up. I think I'm the only one who picked it up. Look obvious to me. There's something not right with him. And like, see, the thing is, they're condoning him punching people up. Do you understand, right? If you punch people up outside the confines of a boxing ring, you can get yourself hurt. And no, I'll say it again. He's not no road man. Yeah? And listen, anyway, certain people that he's dealing with right now are about that life. Not Conor Benn. Conor Benn ain't no road man. He ain't a bad man. But certain people connected, I'll say no more. I'll say no more. All you got to do is pick up your browser and you can do the research, bro. You can do the research. All you got to do is pick up your research and you can see who is about what. Yeah? All I'm telling you this now, right? Conor Benn's trainer, right? His trainer alone don't do it, bro. Define irony. He says, Anthony Yarde got to fight somebody with a pulse quick. Really, he really has to. See, in between his world title fights, his opposition just dips. Like, you can't fight Beterbiev and Kovalev, and then your next fights are against people with, like, non-existent records. Like light middleweights and stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy. And his last fight, he didn't look no good. He didn't look no good at all. Ron A. Buatsi has some serious rebuilding to do, and he needs to move quick. He's 31. He needs to move quick. He's got, like you say, he's got serious rebuilding. Serious rebuilding to do. Dr. Wudoki blames Tunde. His management of Yarde's career has been horrible. It's not Tunde's fault. It's Yarde's fault. It's not. I'll come back and explain why it's not Tunde's fault. Now, the reason it's not Tunde's fault, yeah, is after Yarde lost to Kovalev, there was talk of changes being made. Yarde was speaking about changes being made. Frank Warren spoke about possible changes. And everybody thought Yarde was going to get a new trainer. And I'm not saying he should, or it's up to him. But he decided to stay with Tunde. So once you do that, Yarde has made an executive decision. Not Tunde. Tunde didn't say, I'm staying and I can't be moved. He didn't say that. Yarde chose to stay with Tunde. He made an executive decision. So anything that happens from now, he's got to take full liability. It's not Tunde's management, Dr. Wu. It's Yarde's management. That's who it is. Define says, I mean, how can you go from fighting an A+ fighter to fighting a D fighter? Shaking my head. And you know the problem, right, Define, right? The problem is, right, they're not looking at the people they're fighting and losing against, right? When is the last time after Beterbiev fought someone out of the top 10 or 15? When? When's the last time? When? Or Dimitri Bivol? Right, I think the fight before he fought Beterbiev, I think was that guy a late substitute. I think Lyndon Arthur. But they fight consistent top 10, top 5 contenders. Yeah? And this is why I knew Callum Smith was going to beat Boatsi, right? Because you know what people like saying? Oh, George Groves' arm when he was washed when Callum Smith. No. Callum Smith entered the WBSS tournament, right? At 168, Groves was in it, and when Groves entered the tournament, there was nothing wrong with his arm. Eubank was in it, Callum was in it, the German guy Bremer, who had a bit of a reputation, he was in it, and Callum won the tournament. Callum won that tournament knowing he didn't have a say in who he was going to fight, who was going to go through into the next round, and he won the tournament. That shows a willingness to want to apply yourself, and he applied himself and won the tournament. And Groves was actually doing well in that fight. Put some respect to Callum Smith's name. He was a world champion. And he never ducked anybody. Even the fight with John Ryder, I thought Ryder won it. It was close, but I thought Ryder won it. But Callum has always taken on stiff opposition, if necessary. He hasn't run from it. When the fight was offered, the Boazzi fight, he said yes immediately. He said yes. Put some respect on his name. He's a former world champion. He's a former WBSS winner, right? And now he's the #1 light heavyweight in Britain. Maybe in Europe. No, well, obviously that's Bivol and Beterbiev. So I'll take that one back straight away. No gum shields. Thank you. He says, Tunde and Boazzi versus Yarde is an Emirates Stadium fight. Do you remember that? Do you remember that, bruh? Listen. This guy was saying it's an Emirates Stadium fight. Untraceable. The Eubanks are known to spar hard in the gyms in Brighton. Good for them. That's good. They should be sparring hard. I hope they are. Francis, why does Dillian White call himself the body snatcher? He's never achieved a knockout to the body. The real body puncher is Ajit Caballero. I'm trying to, now you say that, right? Like Mike McCallum used to work the body. I can't remember McCallum actually ending a fight with a body shot now. I'm trying to think. Big up Jan Down. Yes, man. Respect. Untraceable says Yarde has been badly managed. No. Yarde has been brilliantly managed. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to let some of you figure out what I said and why I said it. Yarde has been brilliantly managed. I know some of you will get it. Mark Leacock, the real body snatcher is Mike McCallum. Yes, indeed. Big Mike. He did work the body, though. He'd soften you up to the body. It wouldn't necessarily be a big body shot finish, but he would soften you up. You know what I mean? Dr. Woodog, Tunde and Yarde chose to do things unconventionally, ignored British and European level to go to world level for money. Meanwhile, Yarde makes no tangible progress. Bruh, you can't argue with what you said there. How do you argue what you said? You can't argue with it. There was no need after losing to Kovalev to go to the levels of opposition they went. One of the fights was in Spain. It wasn't even a Frank Warren card. Did they even have like footage of the fight? Come on, man. Got to keep it real, bruh. Got to keep it real. See, Callum Smith ain't been coming out, oh, I'm big this, I'm A-side, I'm A-side. And he's a former world champion. He's a former WBSS tournament winner. That's more accomplishments than Yarde and Boaxi, who've been talking about, yeah, we're going to do this and that and that. Look at the big song and dance he made about not fighting on DAZN. Where's Callum Smith been fighting? DAZN. How come it was good enough for Callum, it's not good enough for you? And then where does he end up losing? On DAZN. In a fight where he's been seen by more people than he's ever fought. You lose on the, you said all that about DAZN, and you end up fighting on DAZN in front of the biggest audience you fought in front of and losing. That's why these boxers shouldn't come out and start supporting networks. You are not the you box, bruh. Don't worry about being no network advocate. Yeah, Sky Sports. Don't do that, bruh. Because you're not in the boardroom and you have no equity. You have no equity in this. Don't do that. It's like Chris Eubank. Another thing I don't like. Chris wants to be Mr. Social Justice Warrior. I'm going to make you love me. I'm going to beat up. Don't do that, bruh. Don't get involved in that. No good will come of it. El Gramos beats. Did I score Beterbiev versus Bivol? Yeah, I scored it for Bivol. I scored it for Bivol. Yeah, I did score it. I scored it for Bivol. Mark Leacock, do you think Yarde has already reached his prime? Yeah, I do. Him and Boaxi. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, listen, let's not get it too. It's going to be hard for Callum Smith to win a world title. But at least he's done it. Right? If Callum Smith's career ends tomorrow, he could, I won a world title at 168. What did you guys do? You're talking about visibility. You're talking about A-side, this, that. Where's your world titles? I knew Callum was going to beat him. I just had that feeling. I'm not going to say I knew Callum was going to beat him, but I said I'm not picking Boaxi, bro. I'm not picking him, bro. I'm not going to pick him. I'm not picking him. You see, the thing is, yeah, when you fight Beterbiev and you take the ass whipping that Callum got, right? You've got two ways to go. Either you'll wash goods after that, or you learn. You learn. Boaxi never did that. So when Boaxi was put in a position where he needed defense, it wasn't there. It wasn't there because basically his best opponent is who? Who's Joshua Boaxi's best opponent outside Callum Smith? We're picking from Dan Aziz, Spider Richards, which was life and death, right? Willie Hutchinson was good. It's got a few decent names. Yeah, Bolotniks weren't bad. It's got a few decent names. But it came back to haunt him not fighting Dimitri Bivol. The Yarde fight, if they were going to fight, it should have happened a long time ago. Alexander said Nigel and Chris Sr. were about that life. People have no idea, Beats, you know? That's true roadman. Yeah. Oh yeah. True roadman. Chris Peckham. Say no more. South Bronx. Chris is Peckham and South Bronx. Nigel, he was up in Ilford. Listen, Ilford with the skinheads, yeah? Where that Ilford, East London sort of region, you couldn't take no shorts, bruh. If you couldn't fight the skinheads, your life was fucked. Yeah? You see them days there, right? I didn't have to worry about that. I was from North London. We had a predominantly black Caribbean area. But certain parts of the East, if you couldn't fight the skinheads, you're finished. You're done. You're done. Certain parts of the Southeast of London, if you couldn't fight this, you're done, bro. You're done. You see them days there? You had to be in shape. If you was a black man in certain regions, you had to be in shape. And this isn't me trying to make the live stream exciting. You had to be in shape. Because if you couldn't make the gauntlet run in Southeast London, you're going to get Stephen Lawrence, bro. Right? They're going to crunch you up, bro, and batter you. Eubank used to fight skinheads all the time. Yeah. Proper road. So someone took offense because I said Chris wasn't a road. Chris wasn't a road man. Chris grew up in Rainbow City, bro. That's why he had the rainbow thing on his arm. He's not a road man. Connor's not a road man. And they took offense to that. So now it's an offense to point out certain people like road man. I was raised up in them areas. I don't call myself a road man. Yeah. Yeah, proper road man. Yeah, proper road man. You see Connor's dad? Connor's trainer? Connor's trainer used to spar prime Nigel Benn. He used to spar with him. Roadman. Chris grew up in Peckham and the South Bronx, bro. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people, Alexander, they don't realize. So when I was talking to, I know a lot of the people who watch my videos, they get upset, but they're youngsters. They're young. You see, they're very young and naive. They don't understand what it was like growing up in boroughs like Hackney in the late 70s and 80s. Yeah? When it was a terrifying place to walk through. If you were stranded up there late or something. They don't get it. They don't understand it. They don't get it, bro. They don't understand. See, the thing is, this ain't a black thing, bro. This is just a bad man thing. Because, listen, them white dudes in East London, right? Obviously, I'm not stereotyping the area, right? Their dads put them in boxing gyms from young. You've got to learn how to fight, right? So there was a lot of boxing gyms them days. Plaistow, West Ham. You've got to know how to fight. You go fight one of them West Ham boys, they can all fight. And if money's run short, they look up a post office or a bank. Yeah, and I'm not stereotyping, obviously, it's hard-working areas. Yeah, road people. And the ones who are really frustrated, they'd be on the terraces fighting. They'd be on the terraces fighting. Yeah. Then I got accused of saying Chris has got CTEs. I didn't say Chris had CTE. He said, and the thing is, using all receipts. He said my recall has deteriorated. He said it out of his own mouth. He's telling you listen. I didn't play the whole clip. He said boxing, through his boxing career, his recall has been impaired from taking punches. Oh, I'm being biased. So I'm being biased using someone's actual words. You see, I tell you, a lot of young dudes these days. They're pathetic. They're absolutely pathetic waste of space. Yeah? Talking about red pill, red pill. Red pill your bomber cleat, bro. Define. At some point, the fighter got to be held accountable. Yes. Yes. The fighter has to be held accountable at some point, just like you said. Because here's the thing, yeah? Tunde's still a young man. Tunde's still a relatively young man, right? And he's a trainer. So Yarde, let's say he's got a ceiling of 3 or 4 years as a boxer left. When he retires, Tunde will still be relatively young. And if he wants, he can learn from the mistakes he made with Yarde, and he can put extra emphasis into new boxers who come up, and he might become the best British trainer ever with a host of world champions. Yarde has got a short window to be a world champion. The fighter has to be held accountable for his career. If not, complacency can set in. Yeah. Yeah. Pointing out, because you're acting like a roadman. That's what you're doing. People like Jarrell Miller, he's from Road. Where's he from? Haiti and Brooklyn. He's a roadman. Where's Derek from? Derek come from Zimbabwe. What you think man them pussy around where Derek come? No. That's why they've got them temperaments. You're not from Road. You're not from Road. Connor's not from Road, but Connor didn't start it. Connor didn't throw hands. Connor was not from Road, and Chris is not from Road. You're not Road man. Neither you're a Road man. Coppen, let me read Coppen. He says, I don't like people saying all these domestic light heavies should have fought each other, and Callum's name isn't there. He's not even a career light heavy. He's only recently joined light heavy. Yeah, and look, yeah, he has. Yeah. That's true. That's true. But you see what I like about the Liverpudlians, yeah. And I've got blasted by Londoners for this too, yeah. And I know Liverpudlians, old school Liverpudlians, right? Talk, man, I have to make money, whatever, right? Liverpudlians, you see what you can't do? You can't run your mouth over there, yeah? You've got to show and prove. You've got to deliver action. So the Smith clan are not going to let Callum, I'm the A side. Well, I want to fight on this platform and this, that, and blah, blah, and I'm this, that. And no, you've got to show and prove. Callum never smack talk. Callum went out there and won the WBSS tournament. Right? And that's being underlooked on how he got his world title. He got his world title for a tournament. Yeah? He earned his shot at Canelo. People want to talk about Groves' shoulder. Groves' shoulder, bruh. Groves' shoulder was fine before the tournament. That's not Callum's problem. He's a world champion. He was a world champion at 168, and you can't take it from him. You cannot take it from him. Bizzle, big up. Anthony says, what do you think about Eubank saying the fight's not going to take place? Well, he's a very insightful man. And see, you were one of them, man. And I'm not gonna lie, Anthony. I'm not gonna say nothing bad. But you were saying I was biased. But you didn't say anything specifically I was biased about. You was in your feelings, bro. What was I biased about? Show me something I said about Eubank in that video that I didn't pull up a receipt for. Show me anything I said about Eubank that I didn't pull up a receipt for. What was biased? He started the fight. He started. He set it off. Colin didn't set it off. He spoke about having a sauna, which could have got the fight cancelled. He spoke about the CTE thing. He said it out of his own mouth. What was I biased about? He has changed since his dad's left. His dad said that as well. He said that all he cares about is money now. His dad said he's changed. Where was I biased? See, I'm an elder dude than you guys. I can see when young dudes are going off the rails. I can see it. I can see it. Because I'm unbiased. The reason I'm unbiased is because I use everything receipt-based. Everything I say is receipt-based. I don't make it, oh, well, I think that this and that and that and that and that. Because, no, it's receipt-based. Why are you walking around with a sword? What was that about? What was the outburst about scumbags with the promoters for? And then you had to retract and apologize. What was that about? Come on now. Big up Tone. Yeah, everything's well. I'm just letting off some steam. I can't stay on long because I'm back on the free plan on StreamYard. So I have to sort out my streaming hours. Or I would have probably done a couple of hours. Big up Tone. Coppen 09. Don't remember Josh saying he wants to thank Sky Sports after he won his fights on Sky. All that, like, what does it matter what platform you're on? You're gonna get paid to fight Bivol, or you don't fight him. And he didn't take his title shot. He deserved that beating on Saturday. And I don't mean that bad, right? One of my favorite fighters is from the Black Murderers Row, right? You've got, what's his name? Burt Liddell, who arguably beat, right, the Bronx Bull, Jake LaMotta, right? These guys weren't getting title shots, bro. And Burt Liddell was a great fighter. One of my other favorites, right, was Lloyd Marshall, right? This guy was a great fighter, bro. Didn't get no title shot. He probably fought for maybe the colored title with the Black Murderers Row fighters. Do you think they see that upsets me when I know great fighters didn't get shots and you get a title shot And then you are playing with your food. Playing with your food. Like you've got all bloody day. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it, man. I don't understand it. You know, people that don't even talk about people like Lloyd Marshall. Because he never won a title. He beat Joey Maxson. He came over here and knocked out Freddie Mills, our light heavyweight champion. Jack Chase. He beat Jake LaMotta. He actually beat Jake LaMotta. These are great fighters, bro. These are great fighters. Never won heavyweight, like no titles. Didn't get a title shot. Never won a title shot, bro. I tell you what, if a lot of you knew the history of the great fighters, you'd be a lot more upset with a lot of the modern day fighters like I am. You'd be a lot more upset. Trust me, you would. You'd be very upset, bro. You'd be frustrated. You'd be like, I just can't, I don't get what they're doing. Let me put his box record. I mean, look at his record. Look at Lloyd Marshall's record. I've just put the box record up. Lloyd Marshall has beat Charlie Burley, Ezra Charles, right? Freddie Mills, the Bronx Bull, Jake LaMotta. He's got all these names, wins, and don't get me wrong, he's got losses as well. These are the people he's beat. These are the people he's beat, bro. Teddy Yaros. Look at the names. Never got a title shot. You get a title shot for over £1 million. For over £1 million. And he was asking, you know what? You know what his team was asking for? They were asking for a rematch clause against Bivol. And they're challenging for the title. I heard the conversation. I was in the conversation on Twitter with what? With one of his team. And they wanted a rematch clause. Then they wanted Matchroom to get him a title shot, right? And not have no options on his next fight if he won. He deserved the loss. I hope he can learn from that. When I say that, I want him to do well, right? I hope he learns from it. Case K. Frank Bruno, did he fight skinheads? He might well have done, but Battersea, there would have been like in his era, there would have been a lot of issues he had, but you know. The East End though was in certain parts of Essex was really. Yeah, that's what they say, Toby, that Nigel lost his elder brother to the NF Skinheads. Yeah, that's what they say. Yeah. Yeah. They're very tight-lipped about that situation. And that really affected Nigel's life badly when he lost his elder brother. That was his hero. That was his hero. Yeah, that's right. Nigel Benn was in the army. And that's when Belfast had bad issues. Yeah? You know something? I actually know someone who served with him in the army. A white guy, yeah. I know someone who served with Nigel Benn. Nothing to do with being biased against Chris. Chris has turned down Canelo, Shiraz, Johnny Beck, Adamas. He's turned all these fights down. All of them down. And now he's fighting a welterweight for no title. No Gambling said, Beats, the clip you're talking about on Chris's memory has been out for a while. He said it took him a whole week to remember somebody's name. He said it out of his own mouth. Right, exactly. But yeah, you're being biased. What are you talking about? He's telling you his life has changed. So me saying that he's changed, whether it's the punches, it's not just the punches, it's life as well. Life takes it out of you, right? You go through certain things in life. Certain things build your character, but there's some things that drag it out of you. It is what it is. But someone needs to rein him in. It's not acceptable to do what he did. It's not acceptable. I know a lot of people think it's a laugh and whatnot. It's just not acceptable. It's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. He didn't have to do what he did there. I see Talk Sport have been supporting and laughing at Conor. What happened? I said, anyway, but that's cool. And Ben Shalom justified what he did. He justified it. Yeah, like, see, Callum and the Smith brothers grew up in, that's a proper, like Liverpool, proper area. Proper hard man area. So they're not doing all the, oh, I'm A-side, oh, I deserve this. You got to go in there and prove it. You got to go in the ring and prove it. That's what you got to do. See, when you're saying Conor took Ped, set it off. How did that set it off? How did that make what I say biased, even if he did take Peds? Wizard Sleeve says Chris Jr. will smash the sport brat. They're both sport brats. They're both sport brats. Raymond Hills, teach Beats lest we forget. Big up Base the Kid. They're both spoiled. Big up Lady Chan. Big up, big up, big up. Yeah, Case K talking about Eubank is going to be the next Mayweather. Mayweather my ass, bruh. You're nowhere near to Mayweather. You're nowhere near to Mayweather. Who would win out of Callum Smith and Eubank? Put Callum Smith in the ring. Who would win? Let's see who you guys would pick. Anyway, 168 it would have to be. Let's say Callum went back down to 168. Who would win? Yeah. Battersea, Wandsworth. Yep. Southwest, West London. Loads of skinheads in the 70s, in the 80s. High NF presence. Yeah, the NF. Yes. Big up, Tone. Big up, Tone. Tell them, Tone. Tell them. Tell them. Tell them. I tell you what. Everybody knows about the Broadwater Farm riots in Tottenham. They didn't. I saw other riots in the hood that never got on the television. But I'm not going to go into that. With the NF, yeah, I saw them firsthand. I tell you what, man, the 80s UK, you can't even compare 80s UK to the UK today. Big up HC for the Brown Eagle and Guinness Fund. Big yourself up. I hope Chris is not where he possibly could be. Because to me, if people are going to egg him on to do that, when he could be in a vulnerable place, that's not good either. No one's picking up. No one's picking it up that, yo, what's up with Chris? Is he okay? Is Chris okay? I understand people are pissed with Conor. I understand. But the facts are, why don't you take it up with the National Anti-Doping Panel? They've cleared him twice. They've favoured Conor twice over the British Boxing Board. And the WBC have cleared him. Why are you not taking it up with them? Why are you taking it out on Conor? Why are you not taking it up with the boards and the organisations that have cleared it? Don't get it. Take it up with them. I sent the link, Chen. I tell you what, Tony, yeah? That same restaurant, I went in there and I ordered my food. And I said to the girl, what are you doing? Oh, I'm going to get your festival. What, with your hand? Oh, some of the customers don't mind when we do it. I said, I do. I said, you have a utensil to pick up the festival. Use the utensil. And she's looking at me like, I'm in the wrong. You're serving my food and you want to serve it with your hand. What's the matter with you? I've got other stories about some of the women who serve in Caribbean restaurants. I'm not going to say, because you know what they're going to say? Oh, you hate black women. No, nothing to do with that. Horrible service. Yeah? Horrible service. And see, Tom's bringing it there. Yeah. Cussing over the food while cooking. Yeah. Come on, man. You want to pick up my food with your hand. You want to pick up my food with your hand and serve it. Come on, man. Come on, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Tom said, I was hoping that Callum versus Eubank would happen back then. I picked Callum, by the way. Hey, listen, man. Callum just quietly went about doing what he's doing. Just quietly went about doing what he's doing, bro. Yeah, hey, listen, the Beterbiev beating was bad. It was horrible. He took a horrible beating, man. He took a horrible beating. That's Beterbiev. Mackie Gez says the UK today is better than the 80s and 90s. No, no, it's not. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not actually. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. And I wouldn't say just to the I think just the world today. No, it's not better. It's not better than the 80s and 90s. There's no way it's not. Big up, Chan.
Hey, Beats. What's going on? I only just caught up on the presser just now. I literally just clicked off it and saw that you was live. You're against the egg thing.
I'm against all. It's not just Chris. I'm against all displays of aggression in presses. Always have been. I'm not saying I don't want.
Do you remember Derek Chisora and David Hay?
Yeah.
Everyone loved that. No one. It's a part of the game.
No, it's not really. It's a recent thing, isn't it? I'm not saying it hasn't happened in the old school, but it's actually no good for boxing. It's stuff like that what's got boxing taken off the BBC.
Mm.
That's what's got boxing taken off terrestrial television. Swearing in the corner, and that didn't used to happen, and all the extracurricular stuff. That's what's got it taken off terrestrial television.
What's your take on Chris Eubank then? It's just out of character, or
it's out of character, and I think his dad could be right. The fight might not happen. I think his dad might be right.
you reckon?
I'm not sure if the fight actually happens. I don't think he's mentally in a good place.
Yeah, it don't look like it. I think he's dealing with a lot of trauma from the dad, his brother dying, his uncle dying. It's a lot. He's in debt.
Yeah, apparently he owes the poker table or the footballer money that he's been gambling on the poker table.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And his dad's not going to be in his corner, will he? If the fight does go on.
Yeah, and like what I pointed out that Conor saying that Chris's dad doesn't like him hurt him. Oh, you're trying to no, that would hurt anybody. If somebody said that to me, I'd be hurt. Wouldn't you be hurt?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not trying to use it. Anyone would be hurt. Who wouldn't be hurt if somebody come up to you and said, "Oh, your dad don't like you"? Of course he's gonna be hurt. Of course he's gonna be hurt.
Because it's so public as well. Yeah. His dad needs to just back him, you know that. That's what his dad needs to do. Take the moral high ground. That's your son. Just back him. Just back him.
Well, his dad's not in a good place either right now, Chan.
Gosh.
His dad's not in a good place. He's dealing with a lot of stuff. But his son needs him. But Chris isn't able to respond. Senior can't help him right now. And that's the thing, right? Sometimes parents are not in a position to help their children. It sounds horrible, but sometimes parents are dealing with shit. They're dealing with shit as well.
We're dealing with adult stuff, our own selves.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And you can't be in the best place to look after your kids mentally if you're not mentally fit yourself.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's unfortunate. It is unfortunate.
It is sad. It is sad.
But
there was times when I was a teenager, I could have done with more help, but it wasn't there. And there's only a certain time you can eternalize over it. Sometimes you just gotta get on and get on.
Got to get on with it, innit?
Yeah, you gotta get on, man. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Life's a bit tough, innit?
Yeah, but in other countries, kids know that by a certain age that they've got to be able to be dependent on themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the parents ain't going to spoil them up like that. Back at Yarde, I mean? Back at Yarde, same thing, bro. You know what I mean? Y'all gonna live under your parents' feel up. No, you can't do that, bro. You go find your own way, bro.
Yeah. 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 Who thinks the 80s was better than England was better than in the 80s? I don't agree.
Somebody said that. It definitely wasn't.
Well, no, I don't. Yeah, I don't agree either. I think England has gone straight down the toilet.
I'd agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd agree with that. You know what I mean?
Especially London.
If you go back to I could go back to 70s. Like the families were more structured.
Mm-hmm.
There weren't as much drugs. There wasn't much homeless people.
Mm.
There's lots of stuff, man.
There was more marriages.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. Now it's a lot of just single parents, single mothers. Yeah, it's broken.
The kids don't respect nothing. They're in their phones all the time.
Yeah,
It's a difficult one, man.
I do that with one of my ones. Oh God, just a load of drama. As soon as they go to like high school, their innocence is all stripped, and they just become different children. Mm-mm-mm. Mm.
And that's the thing. It's the influence, man.
Yep. Mm.
Susan M. She says, serving my food while angry, piss off with your bad vibes. I'm telling you, I'm not attacking women of color. I wouldn't do that. But I have had horrible service with certain sisters in Caribbean restaurants.
The worst customer service is in our community takeaways.
How are you going to pick up my food with your hand and say, "Oh, well, some of the customers," you can't. No. I said, no.
Yeah, it's bad. It is. Like, I just tell them, listen, I'm not forcing you to work here. If you don't like your job, give it up. No one's forcing you to work here with your bad vibes. I'm paying you money.
Yeah. And like, see, the thing is, like, that's hard-earned money. If I'm parting with my money, you at least owe me the dignity of using the utensil to pick up my food, man.
Right. Yeah, man.
Big up October Red. Big yourself up.
Soon messed up.
Yeah, man. What did you think of the card on Saturday?
It's my co-host has been ill, man. I've been wanting to do my show, but I'm doing it on Friday. AJ's been ill. I thought the card, I loved it, Beats. Everyone was on. When I looked at everybody's lives, but everyone was on 7-8 hours. And fucking Saudi cards are so long. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. Don't know about what the mass consensus was, but Beats. I never usually watch the prelims. I watched from the first fight.
Yeah, man. I watched from Callum. I tell you what, though, I give Boatsy credit for making an entertaining fight. Right? I give him that. But for him not taking his title shots when he had that bad mistake.
Yeah. I think I'm in the minority. I do need to do it. Is on my rewatch and point score list, but I actually had Boatsy winning, and everyone was like, "Sean, you're nuts."
Boatsy winning?
Yeah, I know at the time. I don't know if it's because I was chatting and I'm trying to do the show, and I'm looking and I'm seeing Boatsy piece up Callum, and then I saw it change. I saw Callum piece up Boatsy. They were both bleeding. I thought maybe it could have been a draw or slightly edge to Boatsy, but the consensus looks like everybody says that it was Callum Smith. So I will have to go back and rewatch it. I can rewatch it.
The champ, like Smithy worked his body over and hit him with hard shots to the head.
Yeah.
Worked him up. For Smithy, he punished him.
Yeah, he did. He said whip that. Like what people didn't expect, and I didn't expect, for Callum Smith to be quite decent on the inside. I thought he was going to box Boatsy at range.
Callum's always been able to do it. That's how he beat Groves as well, man.
Yeah, true.
He's always been able to do a bit of both, man.
Yeah.
Been a bit underestimated.
Yeah, I underestimated his inside work. And then just coming off of the loss, getting stopped in 2 rounds by Beterbiev, I just thought, I did pick him to win though. I picked him to win, but I didn't know if it was going to be. I didn't know what he was going to pull out, and I said it on my live show. I was like, I usually don't pick geezers to win if they're coming off a long layoff, and they've got like ring rust. But I just thought he may be able to pull it out the bag. So my prediction was right, but I didn't think that he won. But I'm obviously wrong, so I'll have a look at it.
But hey, listen, if that's how you scored it, fair enough. But from what I saw, he gave Boatsy that level to the body. He was doubling Boatsy up. Boatsy was doubling over.
Yeah, that's true.
Shots, man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Took too much punches.
But Boatsie's just, in my opinion, he's just really underwhelming. I mean, he's just frustratingly like his pot shotting, his output. It's just his output. The pace that he tries to set is really slow. It almost turns into a snooze fest. So I saw that when he was getting lit up. It was a great fight because basically Callum Smith made Boatsie fight in a different way that we hadn't seen. He put him to the test, mate. He did. Yeah. But it was a good fight. That was one of the best fights on the card. British 175. So yeah, great fight. I heard Boatsie went to the hospital. He had to go straight to hospital.
Yeah, he took too much licks, man. Took way too much licks in there, man. Took too much licks.
Yeah.
It wasn't good. It weren't good. It weren't good.
So where does he go from there? So he's lost his place in the, what is it, WBO?
Yeah, he lost the interim belt. Callum the interim champion, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, light heavyweight is kind of like our division at the minute. There's so many matchups that you can put Smith with Yarde. Do you know what I mean? Yarde and Craig Richards. Where's Craig, man? Get Craig out.
Craig's fighting on Saturday.
Oh, he is?
At super middleweight.
Oh shit, he's moved up.
I don't know what that's all about. He's moved down to super middleweight.
Who? I mean, sorry, he moved down. Sorry, I'm thinking 160. Yeah, so he's moved down.
Yep.
Fuck, what's made him do that? He doesn't feel great at light heavy? Damn.
I don't know. I was reading BoxRec, and he's in the fights on Belfast, yeah?
Yeah.
On Paddy Donovan versus Clark. He's on the undercard. Yeah, at 168.
Wow. What's made him move down? I'm just trying to think the logic in that, because he's been a career light heavyweight. He's going to lose a lot of muscle mass. He's already in his 30s. Don't people learn from like Roy Jones Jr.? Yeah, you're too late to be doing that shit. You got to learn from people like Roy Jones Jr. Granted, Roy Jones he went heavyweight and then dipped down, but I mean, he said it to me religiously. He said it on my show. Don't do that to yourself. It's not going to fare well when you're a certain age.
Yeah, that's a good point, Bruce. Yeah, I mean, I was too young to do any shagging in the 70s. There was no AIDS in the 70s. That didn't come back until the 80s. No AIDS.
In the 80s, didn't it?
It was free love, innit?
Oh, shagging,
Yeah,
that's really interesting. I'm quite baffled at that. Sorry, I'm baffled that he's moved down. For what?
Yeah, he's moved down. 168.
No, he should have stayed at 75, man. There's way better matchups for him at 75. Way better.
And he says, despite mental capacity, he should really back his son. Letting a man who have never laced a pair call your son a charlatan is insane.
Yeah.
Can't you see in Chris Senior's demeanor that there's something not right there? There's something not right.
Yeah.
Now, I think it's something to do with Sebastian passing on. There's something not right. Sometimes parents can't be there. It is just what it is.
Yeah.
It's just what it is. Sometimes the parent can't be there. If the parent is affected and you're an adult, you've got to make the best of what you can do for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what it is. If he could be there, he would. I guess he would. But they've got an awkward relationship. I'm not going to go into some of the stuff, but they've got an awkward relationship as well.
Yeah.
When he packed his kids off to America, there was controversy over that when they were young. So,
I mean, but look at Floyd Mayweather and his dad. They had a really tumultuous relationship, but it still worked because Floyd wanted to be the best. He never let anything really distract him, and just done what he had to do. So that's a prime example. You know, his dad was in and out, went prison. Then he had his uncle. What was his uncle called? Rob. What was his uncle called?
Roger.
Roger. Yeah, he had him. Do you know what I mean? He was great. I mean, yeah, you just got to get on with it, mate. And I just feel that Chris Eubanks is just one of them kids or people, men. He don't get on with no one. I don't even think he gets on with his own self.
Like, I'll be honest with you. Like, see, Chris growing up in Peckham back in the, Chris had to get on with it, man. They shit like, was it his dad shipped him off to South Bronx? Like, you just got to get on with it. You got to adapt. See, in the 70s, man, there wasn't all this these services, or you could not. You've got to make it work where you're at. It is what it is. It sounds tough, sounds hard, but that's how we grew up back in the day. That's how we grew up. That's how we grew up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're in England. It's a relatively more. It's easier for children in England. But back in the day, parents didn't tolerate kids just sticking around under their feet. It's what it is.
My mum used to pack me and my brother off to America as well. We'd be there for months. We'd have like school summertime. You break up in like ending of July. My mum would pull us out from the beginning of June, and we would be in America all the way through that until a couple of days before we start school in September.
Right.
That would be most of our routine. Me being like 11, 12, and then my brother being like at the time 5, and we was packed off. My sister immigrated there. My mum's sisters lived there, so we would just get packed off, and we'd be in New York.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like it's like like these days. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it. What they call it, peaceful parenting. Boy, I mean, back in the day, man would get the strap on. You get whooped.
Yeah, we get licked.
And sometimes it wouldn't be the scrap. Your parents would be fighting you in some cases. I said, as a kid growing up, bro, you're literally fighting their parents, bro.
Yeah. So maybe he's got. Do you think
and no social services is stepping in or nothing?
Nothing.
Or nothing.
Yeah. So do you think that Chris Eubank is who got? So did Chris Eubank Jr. get packed off to the States as well?
Yeah, he did.
I kind of vaguely remember. So you think he had a problem with that? I mean, when we got packed off, I mean, I guess we just knew that it was always going to happen. Sometimes we got packed off in December, mate. Like whenever we could get packed off, my mum would be like, "Yep, you're going over there." So I mean, I'm trying to think. Did I feel a certain way about it? At the time, yeah, because I missed my mum. We missed her, but I mean, we had fun still being on Staten Island. We did. It was just 2 different lives. Yeah. This is the Staten Island life for a few months. Then go back to mum, and then that was what it was. So I don't know if I didn't feel abandoned, but it just felt like maybe a
little bit rejected, perhaps. A little bit rejected.
No, it's slightly, but now looking back on it as an adult, it probably that my mum just needed a break.
You look at guys like Mike Tyson. His dad weren't there, and his mum was a prostitute, I believe.
Yeah, mum's Jamaican, isn't it? Or his dad's Jamaican.
In Brownsville, bro.
In Brownsville, yeah. I've been there a few times. Brownsville, Brooklyn. A lot of Jamaicans there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that different times, different eras. You know what I'm saying? Like Chris is 34 now. He's 34. Like if your dad ain't there, he ain't there. If he ain't there, he ain't there. Like Chris put him out of camp as well. So okay, you're saying Craig is fighting at 175. Let me check the card.
Yeah, Base is saying it's 175.
He said what? But he's fighting Padraig McCrory. He's a 168 pounder. He fought Edgar Berlanga. They said the fight is said at 168 on Boxrec. Let's have a look.
Maybe he's going up.
Right, it said light middle. I looked. Okay. It said light middle.
No, super middle.
I mean, yeah, super middle, I should say.
Yeah.
It did say super middle.
Yeah. Have a look. Interesting though.
There's a link there. If you want to jump in, Base, or anyone else, if I recognize, you can jump in.
Get in.
Right, let's have a look. Right, Padraig McCrory.
Mm-hmm.
It's really messing me up what happened to Gene Hackman, man. I'm not going to lie.
What's happened to Gene Hackman?
They found him and his wife dead, innit?
You lie.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
What, murdered?
Yeah.
Murdered.
It says Padraig McCrory, super middle. It says super middle. Yeah, unless they made a mistake.
Nah, they wouldn't have. That's 168, mate. They Boxrec say it. Hold on. So Gene Hackman and his wife, were they murdered?
They've said it. There's no. I'm reading the. Listen, it's not suspicious. How is it not suspicious? Both of them are found dead in the house.
Yeah, no foul play. Is that what they say? What?
Yeah, no foul play. Nothing suspicious. Really?
No way. No way. I can't believe that. I didn't even know. I haven't even I haven't even looked on really social media too tough today. I mean, wow. May they rest in peace. That is very, very sad. Very sad.
Bad one. It just keeps popping up. That's why I saw it. It popped up again. I'm like, flip it.
And they found this other actress girl. I forget her name. She was found deceased in bed, but hers looks like it was a complication due to her having a kidney or maybe kidney transplant. And they found her yesterday or the day before in bed, deceased as well.
Who's that?
What's her name? It's a white girl, an actress. We all know her. She was a part of a big series, American series, and I forget what it was. I'll have to pull it up later. But yeah, she was found deceased as well. And I'm sure there's a couple other people. Biggie Smalls' mum passed away.
Oh yeah, she passed away.
Yeah. She was only
Violetta Wallace, yeah.
She was only 72. She was in a hospice, so I don't know what her ailment must have, could have been cancer or it's just a lot going on.
Tony's saying it could be carbon monoxide poisoning.
Could be, yeah. If that's not fact, yeah, Toby, you might be right then. If that would be the only logical explanation that it could be, or Tone, yeah, could be. Wow. That's crazy, but saying that, a lot of people have carbon monoxide detectors in their house, and you think they're rich, they would have those in their house. So
all right. So basically saying just come off the phone to Craig Richards, and it's at 175. So Padraig is moving up.
Yeah.
So he's a 168 pounder. So he's moving up.
He's moving up. Okay. Yeah, because I was going to think that's crazy for Craig to move down, but yeah.
Right. That sounds a bit more because I was like, how is Craig going to get back? Craig was 168 about.
He was a 168 pounder, wasn't he?
Yeah. Years and years back.
But he's a career 175 pounder for real, isn't he?
Like, yeah, that's where he's done his best work.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. I ain't watching no Tank and Lamont Roach. You can piss right off. I ain't watching that. I'll watch it tomorrow when it comes like not tomorrow, Sunday when it's free. You'll watch it somewhere. Someone will post it from their TV or something. Because I'm not.
It's going to be a good fight. You don't think it's going to be a good fight?
Don't care. Like Tank's just go away. Just retire. Just go away. No one cares about these fights. PBC ain't doing what they're supposed to be doing. It's just lame. Tank don't fight nobody. It's like I'm not supporting That I used to support all Tank's fights. I used to watch them when it was. I used to pay for them when it was on Fight TV, and you'd pay, you know, a little $12.99 to watch a Tank Davis fight on paper. Yeah, I wonder what happened to Fight TV, by the way. Yeah, no, I'm not down with it. I would love there to be an upset, but Lamont Roach ain't beating Tank. He's what is he? Super featherweight. Come on.
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult, but it depends. Like if Tank's not like on it, I guess it maybe. But I'm not sold on it. I was told to do a review on it because they said, "Why are you ignoring the fight?" I was like, "He's not a bad fighter. He's not bad. He's not bad, but it's unlikely he's going to pull off an upset."
It's just unlikely. So I mean. And then who's next is he going to fight? If you're not going to fight Shakur, well, he's not actually, because I saw his Calvin Ford come out on. Is it what's his name? Is it Calvin? Coach? Is it
Coach Calvin? What's that? They're saying he's not.
He said. Well, he seems to have gone missing, but I just saw Bruce Wayne. Big up to Bruce Wayne because he did a report of Calvin saying on a podcast that basically don't really want to fight Shakur because Shakur's too elusive. I'm just paraphrasing. Shakur's too elusive. Tank won't be able to get the knockout, and it's not going to look good on Tank if he doesn't get the knockout. So there's no point of fighting him because Tank would probably lose because he wouldn't be able to lay a glove on Shakur. And if he doesn't get the knockout,
wait, Shaq. What Calvin said that?
Yep. Go look at Bruce Wayne's report. I'm probably
wow. So he sold him out, yeah?
Yep.
Wow, that's sad. That's pretty sad, isn't it?
Yeah. So he ain't gonna fight no Shakur. He just wants all easy fights to make it look like he's the knockout artist against everyone. I've always said that I find Tank Davis, he's got way more skill than Wilder, but he's just another Wilder when it's just like you don't fight nobody and
I think that's pretty sad that Calvin said that.
Yeah.
Is Calvin saying that because he's been dissed by Tank, dismissed from the camp, and he's trying to get a Tank though? Or
don't know.
Wow, that's deep.
But at the end of the day, he's not lying. It's true. Shakur, I've always had Shakur beating Tank. That's the reason why Tank don't want to fight him. So now, yeah, it's been said in public. What are you going to do? And Tank was on that, was it Cigar Talk or something? No, another one. And he was basically saying that, I don't really sometimes want to fight all these other fights because people just want to see me lose. Well, that means you have no confidence really beating the elites.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's exactly what that means.
Drop the belt and piss off. Simple.
Cherry picking.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Sick of these lads.
See, that's the thing, man. And I had this guy Saturday from America.
Yeah.
He came on the live because I left the link there, and he started talking about Hamza Shiraz and his British hype jobs. Like, yeah, okay, Hamza didn't perform, but at least he tried. He's got to go back to. He's saying British. So I said, what about Tank Davis? What about Jared Anderson? You ain't got hype jobs over there.
Yeah.
And he said, "I'll take a hype job." I said, "He won't fight nobody." And now look what you're telling me. Like his coach sold him out.
Yeah,
sold him out.
That's why he's gone missing. You ain't seen him.
You asked told. I threw him off.
Yeah, good.
I threw him off the thing. I threw him off. I said, I can't listen to you.
Yeah. How's Hamza Shiraz performed really, really badly. I was so shocked because I predicted that he would beat Adames. I mean, Adames' last fight, I weren't impressed with him either. I thought he kind of got gifted his decision. So I was like, and I didn't realize that Adames was so small coming from, he's come from welterweight originally.
He's about 5'11", but Shearer's about 6'4".
But he started at welter. Adames did. I don't know if a lot of people know this. So I just was like, Hamza Shiraz will definitely beat him. I thought he would stop Adames. So on my live, as I saw Hamza Shiraz doing his ring walk, if you look on my live, I said to AJ, there's something wrong with him. I wonder what's wrong with him. He don't look like he's.
He just didn't perform. He just didn't throw his hand. They say he broke his hand, but he just didn't perform. Case said he's American and we have hype jobs too, like Jared Anderson. I'm starting to, what do you say? I'm starting to believe Boots and Tank are hype jobs. You know, Boots could have fought Virgil, turned it down. So he better. I tell you what, he better perform against Stanionis. He better perform.
Oh yeah, because Stanionis has been the step aside king for ages, for the most part. Yeah. So let's see what he does. I'm not sold on Boots either, like that. Not jumping off the ledge for no Boots right now, because the stuff that they was doing with the Terence Crawford between him and Virgil Ortiz. I mean, Ortiz is a good fighter, but I mean, I've seen all now. It turns into such tribalism. Well, who beat him better than Terence Crawford? When Terence Crawford didn't knock out Madrimov, right? They was all going in on Terence Crawford. Now that my guy didn't knock out Madrimov, it's okay because he beat him better than Crawford. I'm sick of these fucking fight fans. I am like so sick. Like how well at the end of the day, Virgil Ortiz has had 4 fights up at 154, whereas Crawford, coming off a year layoff, moves up and beats the champ, takes his belt. But that's not good enough for people because they're tribalists.
Yeah, and Virgil, the WBO president, is it Taco? He sold him out. He could have fought Crawford at 147. He
could have. Yeah. He chose not to. Same with Boots. You got Crawford's old IBF belt and you're acting like, oh, boy, bye. I'm just not interested. Not interested. It's long. What was your favourite fight on the card? What do you think of Bacoli? Shouts out to Bacoli, boy. I'm down with it. I know everybody's doing Monday morning quarterback. Oh, maybe he shouldn't have came. Well, at the end of the day, man got paid $500,000. And you know what I mean? I don't blame him for coming and doing that at all. I've got no problems with Martin Bacoli coming to do what he did. I picked against him because of the whole. I've never been high on Martin Bacoli, but I did pick against him. I knew when I saw his clips, I knew he was massive. And this was before I knew what his thingy. I said, he looks like he's about 305, 310 pounds. I said it in my news report before he'd even made his way over. And then when I find out he was weighed at 310, 315, I was like, he ain't winning. But, you know, shouts out to him. He's going to get his money.
Yeah, he just got caught with that big right and he couldn't hold the shot and it was over. That's heavyweight boxing, man.
Yeah. I thought it was like the way it looked skim, like it was a skim, but then he had that delayed reaction. Listen, like you could, like for real, people say it, and I concur. He could have had an 8-week camp. If he gets caught with that shot, you're still going down.
Yeah, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is.
Right.
I don't think Danny Dubois, I'm not sure if he was injured, you know.
This is the thing now. This is another because I tried to hit up Don Charles. He won't pick up the phone. He won't answer messages. Nothing's gone radio silent.
Like, if Daniel fell ill, second biggest fight on the card, IBF World Heavyweight title, wouldn't he come out on social media and not give us the full explanation, but at least give the public something of why he's not turning up? He hasn't said anything. He
ain't said nothing. And what does I don't this is what I'm saying. But I wasn't one of the people that was like, yeah, he's ducking, he's lying. I just honestly thought he was sick. I was sick. Everybody got sick. there's a big flu thing going round. So I just took it that, you know, he got sick for real. But
I don't
now
think
it
he's
just.
ducking. You know what I think it is? I
Mhm.
don't think he's been training.
You think?
Yeah, he ain't been training. See, because Eddie, I think Eddie gave it away. He
Mhm.
says that now the only thing that could go bad for someone like Daniel is he's minted, he's got money, and like he's in because he spends a lot of time in Brazil now.
In Brazil, that's where his
So
woman
yeah, he
is.
spent 2 months in Brazil after he beat AJ. Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So that guy have been whipped, right? That's all right, fair enough. But that's where his mind. I think his mind is, you know, what I mean, he's in Brazil. Yeah, I don't think he's been training like that. They need to
Yeah.
get him
That's where
back
his woman
in a
is.
gym rat. Yeah, yeah.
That's where his girl is. But reportedly that she's pregnant, or so. I don't know. I wouldn't have thought that he just wouldn't train. I just don't think his dad would have that.
Hey, it happens, man. It happens.
Yeah, the fact he ain't
They
said
need to get him
nothing.
back in the gym like consistently. That's what it is. They need to get him at the same level of intensity in training where he beat AJ, Dragovich, and Miller, or
Yeah.
it's trouble. Like, okay, they pulled it off this time probably, like getting him out. But next time, if he's not training, they're gonna have to get him, or they'll take the belt from him. So whether he's training or not, he's gonna have to get back and defend his belt. And it is what it is. Yeah, that's what I believe. That's what I believe. I don't think he's been training. And Joseph Parker said there's not enough proof. Let me see if I can find the notes. He said there's not enough proof that he was sick. That's what he said. That's what Joseph Parker said. See if I can find the notes. So yeah, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced, Chad. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. You know what I mean? Well, where is it? Yeah, here's some of the notes. Yeah, my favorite fight on the card. I think my favorite performance was Caballero. I think Caballero was my favorite performance. He whooped Zhang's ass, bro. Oh, this Chan.
Yeah, sorry, it kicked me off for some reason. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Caballero. Yeah. Good fight.
He
Good
kicked
fight.
that guy's ass, bro. He kicked
He
his
messed up Zhang, boy.
ass.
I picked you. Most people picked Caballero to win, right?
Yeah, I picked Caballero.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, did I? Yeah, but I think we picked by stoppage. Yeah, we did pick by stoppage, I think. But yeah, because we did. Because me and AJ, because we thought it was going to be a shot to the body. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And everyone's like, well, Zhang's not been down. And I was like, there's a first time for everything.
Yep. Listen, man, everyone knew the gas tank is soft.
Yeah,
Yeah?
it's bad.
The gas tank is soft for Zhang. You know what I mean? You know, he didn't even know. He's got power. He's got bona fide knockout power because he didn't turn that fight around.
Yeah. I mean, I was saying the body shot probably will fuck him up because and then when it happened I was like, but you have to remember when Zhang fought Forrest and he was really sick after that because if you remember you had to go to he had kidney issues for that fight. Yeah. So if you're gonna get tucked in by when I was like he's fighting Caballero and Caballero is the real body snatcher, I was like that kidney area. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
hear you.
My
Yeah,
phone
you can't.
ringing. Yeah, my phone rang. That kidney area is tenderized.
Yeah. That kidney got cooked
Yeah.
properly, bro.
Yeah. So
I just like the way Caballero fights, man, because he had no respect for his power. None.
No.
Even after he got knocked down, he just started walking him back down again.
Down, yeah. It was a great performance.
Yeah, he broke him mentally as well.
Yeah.
He broke Zhang up. Broke it.
I see people putting Caballero like above AJ's as like a. I can't agree because he hasn't done what AJ's done.
What, as a contender right now?
Yeah, people.
Yeah, he's ahead of AJ right now. He's ahead of AJ because
he's ahead.
At the moment, yeah, of course. You know, I mean, Caballero's won his 3 on the bounce, so AJ's got to pull it back. You know what I mean? You can't take AJ's resume from way back to. You got to take.
Yeah, but that's what they're doing. They're like, well, I don't know if they're like, yeah, they're like he's over AJ, but like if they have to, I guess so. If you rank the top 10, they've put Caballero over AJ. They've put Parker over AJ. Yeah.
Current form, that you'd have to probably put Zhang over AJ. You know what I mean? So AJ needs to come back with a couple of wins, man. Come back with a big win. You know what I mean? Then he'll soon be back in the picture.
I mean, he's still harping on about Tyson Fury, and I'm so over that. Like, I don't even want to see if that's what your comeback fight is. Before I would like to see you do a couple of other geezers in the top 10, knock them out, then go and do like as a third fight Tyson Fury if you have to. Because it's just like, yeah, I'm not that interested in that run like that. If AJ says I'm fighting Tyson Fury next, obviously it's going to be a big fight. Obviously people are going to watch it, but I need to see him not rebuild because he's too old to rebuild, but knock out a couple of lads that are credible.
He needs a big win, man. He needs a big win.
He needs to fight Bacoli. You go and fight Bacoli, AJ, knock him out. Go and fight Zhang, knock him out. Got rematch Daniel. You have to rematch Daniel. You have to.
I don't see why he did. Well, he's not fit. He said if he's not fit, that's fair enough.
He said he's injured. He said even on the DAZN broadcast on that fight when he was talking, and he said when they was looking for a replacement for Dubois, he said they asked him, he was like, I can't. I'm injured. Honestly, injured.
Got to get himself back together. There's no point rushing it.
Yeah.
Get himself back together, and then go for that. Get that lick back against Daniel. No, that won't be easy. You know what I mean? Like,
no, it won't be easy. But what I was thinking is like, I heard it's an elbow injury, something like that. But at the end of the day, if they ask you to step in to fight Parker that you've already beat, surely you can't knock at, and you didn't knock him out the first time, but you can't stop Parker. You couldn't have quickly did that and looked impressive as a stand-in. Like, if you lost that much of a step that you couldn't just come in and deal with Parker, that's wild to me.
Yeah, man.
Because then he would have been in the would AJ would have then been IBF interim or something like that. Or was it another? Because I know Joseph Parker and Bacoli, there was I don't think there was anything on the line, was it? It was more. I don't know.
Let me look at the record. I'm not sure if there was anything.
I think there's official. A WBO. I think Joseph Parker's a WBO interim champ, or is he a WBC? No, because this was for the IBF, wasn't it? So that I don't even know.
Yeah, WBO interim. He is WBO interim.
They just be changing stuff like your WBO interim, but you're fighting Daniel IBF, but you this and that. Like, I just don't get it. All of this, and I'm even confused. Do you know what I mean? I'm confused.
Caballero is interim to Usyk for the WBC. I'd rather Caballero fight. I'd rather Caballero fight Usyk than Daniel.
Yeah, we've seen you do it, Daniel. We've seen you do it. Let's just see Caballero. That would be a very interesting style matchup, for real. Usyk would have to really be careful of them body shots because, as we know, he don't like them. So if you get hit to the body from Caballero, I don't know if Usyk's getting up. I'm not sure.
I want to big up Shy. October record, Steve. Stanionis beat Boots.
Stanionis.
That's a good fight, though. I tell you what, yeah. Boots will have to be at his best. He'll have to be at his very best.
And he's lackluster for a lot of fights.
Yeah. He didn't look good at all last time out, did he?
Yeah. Who did he fight? It was Chukatsian, isn't it? And
Chukatsian, yeah.
And before that, Avanesian. No, has a stat. Yeah, because that other geezer said he couldn't fight, which yeah, I mean them lot down there are all a mess. 147, 140, 135. They're all just, I don't know, they're just dark cherry picks, whatever at this point. You got Josh Taylor moving up to 47, which he should have did like 3 years ago. He should have did that.
Who's he fighting again?
I forget who he's fighting, but I know he's moved up. You have to check Boxer Beats or anyone in the chat. Anyone in the chat know who?
Wasn't he on some of Frank Warren card? Didn't he? Signed with Frank Warren.
Yeah, he signed with Frank Warren. I'm so off Josh Taylor. Shouts out, he's in the history books. You know, he's former undisputed, super lightweight champ. But I mean, other than that, he's pretty much. I think he's peaked and washed, in my opinion.
Josh Taylor, who is he going to fight against?
He don't live the life outside the ring either, so I think that's just put a load of.
Good old. I don't want to do no stereotype. I mean, he likes a beer. He likes a beer.
You know, stereotypes are there for a reason for all of us.
He likes a beer, man.
Yeah. He blows up. He drinks all the drink. Yeah, man. He don't keep fit in between fights, man. And that adds mileage to your clock. Trust me. Then you go on.
That's not being funny, yeah. He's kind of got. He's got that alcoholic skin. Alcoholic.
Yeah.
Because when they drink, after a time, they get blotchy. They get. I call it the Phil Mitchell look. Yeah. But all your capillaries burst in your face and you look like tomato-ish. Yeah. Right. That's because you're eating way too much meat. You're eating way too much meat and drinking too much drink. Wow.
Burst capillaries. That's what it is. In the face. Once you see your face doing that, you need to rein it in and detox.
Change up the diet and the drinking.
Your diet, yeah, you got to. Yeah. I always say it, the Phil Mitchell look. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know who he's fighting, but I mean, I don't really care.
Echo Esserman.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Esserman. Yeah, Echo. That's who it is. Okay, well, let's see. Not really bothered, to be honest. I'm not really bothered about.
Glasgow.
Are they fighting in Scotland?
Yeah, it's in Scotland.
It's in his hometown. Echo, sorry. You probably, if it goes to a decision, you're not going to get it.
Case said, seeing AJ obsessing over Fury, I don't like. Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm not on it. Yeah. When they keep asking
you turn it down, you should okay. I mean, yeah.
And AJ looks like he's living his best damn life. Like he looks like, I got knocked out on the dope business. Like, I'm not saying that he's supposed to sit in a dark room and dwell, but I mean, he's a pretty good he's a good sportsman. He's not really one of them sour boots because it was actually good seeing him on the DAZN broadcast with Ade and I forget, and Sean Porter. Boy, bye that geezer.
Sean Porter, did he have Hamza Sheeran drawing or come on, man?
Sean Porter, I don't understand why DAZN UK books him, because when I watch him on his boring podcast, which I no longer watch, he's so anti the UK. I don't understand this, and nobody's seen what he says about a lot of our fighters. He don't like AJ. He already said Joshua wasn't that good a good year back. And then when you're standing with Joshua, he doesn't know boxing. He says all of the wrong shit. He don't know the European fighters. They just got him there because he's Sean Porter. He makes a trillion mistakes of what he's talking about. And I mean, I just don't understand. And he's just not really clued up in boxing in general, especially UK and Europeans. And he looks down on us. So I don't know why they hire him.
He looks down, even though Kilbrook whooped his ass for that belt.
Yeah. Yeah. He still looks down. He looks down on us. It's crazy. Heard him my own self. Heard him multiple times. I'm Sean Porter, great fighter.
I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed with Sean Porter.
Yeah, his predictions are trash. Doesn't know what's going on. That's whatever. Who's got him there? They just got him there to be there. He should just commentate and don't do the presenting because he don't know what he's talking about. Just commentate. Just call the fight. You can do that. You don't have to even know the person. That just call the punches and let us. That's all. That's all they should have Sean Porter doing.
Diobia says Caballero is the best challenger for Usyk. He beats everyone.
No, see, we're not jumping off a ledge like that because this is what people like to do. You get a good performance from a fighter and everyone's like, well, he's the best now and nobody can beat him. I remember not me. I remember everyone was saying that with Zhang. No one beats Zhang. No one beats Zhang. No, they're all beatable. No one beats Daniel now. No. He's a very much so beatable champ. I know beatable champs. I know them. Okay, Styles makes fights.
A lot of people say they're not convinced with Boots. He ain't convinced with Boots.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. You've got to prove yourself, innit? This is what I'm saying. It's prove yourself, and then we go from there. This era's quite dry, but Bivol and Beterbiev, that fight was classic. Bivol is a G. Let me just say that. Both of them are Beterbiev and mate. That was the elite of the elite. There's them two, and then there's a massive gap, and there's everybody else at 175. It's not even close. Their skill level compared to everybody else. Not even close.
Yeah,
they're the best. They're the best in the world. They're the best.
Them two, then a big gap, and then the rest.
Massive gap.
Beterbiev don't want to fight Bivol.
Oh God, he didn't even stay and watch the fight. Yeah, I don't know why he came for his little free spa holiday. Didn't even watch the fight.
Turkey needs to talk to Al Heyman if he wants the Bivol fight.
Oh, get out of town, you stupid idiot.
Yeah.
I don't even know why people are so high on him. It's just that guy. I'm not high on David Benavidez. Like I say, he beats people, but Styles makes fights. But he ain't done nothing. He ain't done nothing. He ain't done nothing. Power. He ain't got no power at 175. I saw the first fight. I went, no, you don't have power up there. Saw the second fight. No, you don't have. When he fought Vojtic, I was like, nope, don't got no power. When he fought David Morrell, nope, you still don't got no power. Even David Morrell moving up. He's a harder hitter than Benavidez, but you're not really doing the do of what you was doing at 68. Sorry, none of you two are.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yes, underwhelming.
Been over there on that PVC plantation too long.
Yeah, it just stunts all their growth because they don't fight a myriad of people. They just literally. So you don't really know how good they are until Turkey comes along, waves some money in their face, and then they take the fight, and then they're always exposed. Always. PVC is a joke. Leave David Benavidez back. You're a Vegas fighter, So all you pathetic. This era's pathetic.
Yeah,
sometimes,
it is pathetic.
It is. That's why sometimes I don't even bother. Sometimes I don't even bother report. I just look at it and I'm just like, I can't be bothered with this.
Yeah, it's true. It is true.
Yeah, I watch yours. I watch Jules, and I catch up, and then I'm like, all right, let me dip a little bit in. But I'm just so uninspired at the minute. We're more reporting personal issues than them actually fighting. It's crazy.
Jan, I'm gonna lock this one off, man.
Yep, thanks for having me, Beats.
See you, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me, and I'll see you soon. Bye, love. See you.
Big up everyone in the chat. Big yourself up. Hopefully we do it again soon.